What kind? What kind wants to go first?
John's eating, I'll go ahead and go. He got a mouthful of crap. But anyway, we in our county, Spencer County, we've got our flex fund list together. We put a discretionary list together to have to you. I'm learning how all this works.
It's all right.
To have to you, I guess by the 1st of July. We're working on the edges of the roads that, again, I spoke about those. A lot of our surfaces, pretty good shape, but then it's just tall. So we need to put some shoulders on them. In fact, we've got some state roads that's the exact same shape. One of our fire trucks, not a big truck, but a smaller truck, ran off a state road about like that. Run off in the bushes. And, but anyhow, one of my blind spots at Randall on the state road on 44, people had on Facebook the last couple of days where a pretty good accident took out probably 50 feet of guardrails on one of the areas that's on my top 10 list. But county roads, we're aiming to put some of our regular money to match, hopefully with other monies and our flex funds and discretionary. We've got lots of roads, and then we've got some FEMA projects that we're going to work on. Probably need some assistance and guidance, help on that. But other than that, we're working. We've done mowed every road twice. I wanted every road mowed by Memorial Day, and they at least made one pass on every road by Memorial Day. And they mowed them all twice. And now we've got to trying to get some of the limbs and things with the boom mowers. That's Spencer County.
Okay. Henry County, want to go? Do you have anything in Henry County?
I don't. Judge Bates didn't give me anything.
Yeah, I noticed Travis at 146 is going well. I know Judge Ogburn and I were talking about that and everything. So
They got a lot of ground getting tore up there, and it looks like they're making some progress. So in the right direction. It's been a long time coming.
that's great news to hear. All right, Trimble County.
We're getting ready to start two county road bridge projects. Mr. Carl helped us. On the 4th, he'll be starting next month. And we're mowing roads. This is the second time through. Been out with the boom mower clearing spots. Down on 36, we still have issues down there on that narrow bridge. Having accidents on that as well. Last meeting, I told y'all we had an ambulance clip mirrors with a semi and ripped a mirror off semi. So that's a point of concern down there. My county guys probably got one of the best road crews. I put them up against anybody in there. Every day out fixing, they rebuilt Martini Lane, putting culverts and drainage in, and they stay after it every day. So we're getting a lot of stuff done. So they turned in some more money to Squirrel and his group, and see if we can get some more to fix some of our other roads. So but we're making progress for sure.
Well, thanks, Judge.
All right, move on to Kentuckians for Better Transportation update.
I'll be short and sweet. I won't have any updates on that, so we can go to the next agenda item and with Carl Lauren, Squirrel. I brought him in to talk to the council about the Rural Municipal Aid Program, which you guys are familiar with, but if you have any questions, and also about the 80/20 program that Rural Municipal Aid. So I'll turn it over to you, Squirrel, and go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Scott, we talked yesterday, been around with the counties, all of them I've covered. To let you know about that, and one thing I need to make everybody aware of so they know when we do get the call is the only one that can submit discretionary, and we're gonna start naming that. I think they're gonna change it to contingency fund. Is a judge executive, a mayor, state representative, or a senator. We're getting a lot of call from the magistrates saying they want to submit, and we can't do that. And there's different reasons behind that, which y'all can read in there, whatever that is. There's different reasons we just can't do that. So if it has to come from the judge, and it has to come from a mayor or a rep or a senator to get to us. As far as you all know, and I can use John and Scott both as examples, you got discretionary money, be lucky, because we were running out real quick. We got 10 million allotted from the legislature, roughly, and of that, we had 33 point some odd million requested. So in order to fill that, we couldn't. So what we've done is we grade them from 1 to 10. And the 1 to 10 grade comes out, and we go and we have an engineer from the district that represents you all that come to you all, and that they grade it. Now, I had one yesterday, they sent out like 15 roads they wanted me to test, to go look at and grade in one county, and I called the judge. I said, Judge, we can't do that because we have to pay the engineers, have to be paid to come out and do the inspections to grade them. So we need 4. We can't go grade 15, the guy to be out there for 2 weeks. And they actually grade them 1 to 10. If you're a 9 or a 10, you're in the ballpark to be able to probably receive. If you're down below that, you're probably not going to get there because we just don't have the monies to be able to do that. And, we base it on what the legislature grants us. Now, there's other funds I think we use, if I don't use John too much as an example on this one, we went to emergency fund on one, and we did. I came with him, we rode, I took pictures and I wrote up a report. It was bad. I thought it was bad. It was a bad road. So we got emergency fund for him on that one particular road, and that's a whole different scenario. You submit that to us, we fill out the forms. I brought forms with me. If anybody needs some, they can have them. Then they send that in to us. I write up a report, and then they get approved. It goes to the secretary, from the commissioner, Ms. Lewis, up to Secretary Jim Gray, and gets signed off on. And then the emergency fund money was granted, in John's case, to the judge, and they got it and fixed it. Says you're done? No, not yet. Okay.
Waiting on the bridge gap.
Yep. So that's another area that we cover that can happen expediently. Plus, it's not, it's different pot of money. So that money is different, but it can't happen. We had one, I use Harrison County, Indiana. I had one over there. State came in, shut the bridge down, put concrete barriers on each end, said, nope, can't use the bridge anymore. Well, just so happened that the emergency medical service office was like right around the road from there. So it took them 5 minutes longer to make a trip somewhere. Well, as you all know, 5 minutes can be my life, but they need to get there quicker. So we declared that an emergency. They came in, put the new road in, new bridge in, I'm sorry, fixed the bridge, got it done, and it got done real quick, and now it's open. So that's emergency plays a hand, and it helps real quickly.
Is that roads and bridges or just bridges? Roads or bridges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't matter on that. Doesn't matter on that part. So, there's avenues that can help. If you give me a heads up and let me come and look at it, or we can get the information from you, then we'll evaluate it and go from there. But just remember, we don't have a big pot. It's down to what it is. Whether that's 120 gallons that we have to go with that. And I got a request, I don't know, a month or so ago, 2 months ago, and they wanted 750,000 for one road. So I said, whoa, Judge, I said, that's 1/10 almost of our whole budget. So we couldn't help them in that respect. But ones of you, I know you did, and I know John did, and somebody else did help submit a request for the ones I did too. Like Scott. So I've got too many Scots.
Yeah.
A lot of Scots.
A bunch of those.
That's good though. That's good. But if you have an emergency, like in his case, the road was washed out, down, and we do 2 things that we do on that is, how many people does it affect?
Right.
How many houses? How many citizens? Okay, they can't get out, and go to work, they can't get in, it's a bad situation. Then we add businesses. If that affects a business, somebody can't get to the location where they're trying to get to or from, then that affects that also. So we add all those criteria in to help grade that, so to speak. So can I ask any questions? Anybody got any questions on that part?
You guys got any questions online?
No.
Okay, then you got your flex money that you all gonna receive flex money. That's a different pot of money. And I know y'all get that every year and they come to your fiscal court. You have to accept it, the fiscal court has to vote on it, and you accept that money. That money comes from your tax, gas allocations where the money, gas is bought in your county and the tax dollars come out of that. In the district office, will send somebody to your court, and y'all have already done that this year. So you know
No,
what
we
you
haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it, y'all, you haven't done it yet, not yet. Has the district department been there yet? I'm sorry.
We have not been to the courts yet. We've sent letters out to the flex funds,
Okay,
gotten that all back from everyone, but whether they accept it or not. But we have not sent out the program.
okay,
The engineers have been, well, we're shorthanded.
yeah,
As you said, you know,
Yeah, we
we're
are.
gonna try to check all the
yeah.
things for it.
Can't do it. Right.
But we should be sending those out the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Set up meetings. We're a little bit late. We got the money a little bit late. We got an update
Yeah,
because we changed the kind of judge expenses. You guys, you new judges don't get it. Right?
I never got it before, so I
You didn't miss
I don't
it.
miss
You
it
didn't
at
miss
all.
it, did
So
you?
it shouldn't be brought up.
Should he? Well,
But one
that
thing.
was what you don't get.
Being new to the program too, the reimbursement on these things can be very, very confusing. Because like the emergency money, the flex funds, they go through your office.
And
And like
discretionary,
FD 39 goes through our office,
after comes from us.
and the forms are different.
Right.
So if you get that discretionary money, we'll work with you to make sure we fill out the right forms. For whatever reason, when that happens, I'm sure there's somewhere down the line, somebody wants a different form. But it can get aggravated. So we'll go through.
Let me give you something very important on that form. At the bottom of that form, if you get approved, it says in big bold print red, do not start work until officially signed and completed. I'm not gonna tell you what county, but one county went ahead, did the work, $500,000, called us and said, okay, we're done, we need your money. And we said, sorry, you can't get it. So they were out $500,000. Because, and it says it on two different sheets, not one, it'll say it twice. Do not start in bold print at the bottom. And you gotta get it approved, you gotta go through it, then it comes to us, then it gets signed and gets done. Then you're okay, then you'll get it. I saw one this morning that was sent to me, you're approved. You may now start work. So please, everybody remember that. Don't go out and do work and then call us up and say, okay, we need our money. Because if you've done that, you're out of whack.
So you're saying discretionary funding, we need to get with you to get that form filled out? On the reimbursement. Okay, yeah, okay. But approval and everything will
Just
come.
got to go.
Yeah.
It's just when we turn it, after we turn it, bridge for them.
And he gets all the receipts and goes through all that. Credits that up. So.
I mean, we're ready to start blacktopping. You know, we're ready.
Don't start till you get that letter.
Well, I mean, I guess,
Now, you gonna
unless we use our own
discretionary or
money,
flex money.
hopefully both, but I mean, the flex funding for sure.
Yeah, you can use that. It
'Cause
doesn't
we-
matter. Yeah, that's yours.
We've got flex money that we can use up until July 1. And then after July 1, we've got another little pot.
You'll get a 60 cut in July, you get a 30% cut in December, and then you get another 10%, something like that up in January. Yeah, that's how that follows out. So, but yeah, just be careful on anything you're doing that you've been approved and you didn't, make sure that everything's signed and you get that final letter that says at the bottom, you may start working. I got one today from
That's a letter I want.
Are you gonna approve them to use the flex funds before?
That's their
the
flex. We ain't got
court?
anything.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
whether the court approves
We
it
don't care
or
about
not.
flex. Flex is
That's just
different.
for our side of the program.
Yeah, flex is different region. Then you'll get something from a guy named Craig. Craig's in our department. He will send you flex approvals.
Okay.
If you haven't already got it. Craig sends that out.
And we've
Now, I
already-
understand those are estimated. You know, that, like, you know, they estimate what the dollars are gonna be spent on the tax dollars. So that fee may not be exact to the end.
When we got the letter from KYTC on flex funds, they had a resolution in there we had to pass in the court.
Yep.
And we've already done all that. And then we turned our flex funds over to David Smith and them at the state to do rules secondary.
Okay.
So,
Here's one right here. You may begin work now. And then the next form that comes out after you're completed, submit to 2038 to the district highway. 2038 you reimburse, but you may, it says specifically that. So, everybody be careful. Don't start till you get the okay letter.
if you don't know, I guess it's just better to send an email or a call.
It's better to ask, yeah, don't spend it before you're okay, because then you'll be like this one county was hung out for 500, and they called screaming, yelling, wanting money.
Of course, now they could have done another, I don't know how much they had coming.
You can't, okay, there's something, good point. You can't use discretionary money on any road except for the road it's approved on. So they want to know if they could move money from AB road over to CD road. You can't. Whatever it's approved for, what's it's approved for.
Can y'all make it any more confusing?
No, sir.
We can.
We
have.
It is.
But we try not to.
I trust I'll catch on to it here pretty soon, but learning it all is it's quite confusing.
It is. It is. And I got my card. If anybody wants it, I'll give it to you, and then you can. John called me for like 3 months in a row, so I
I
mean,
got you on speed.
he's got me on speed dial.
All right.
Any other question? Anybody got any questions? I'll be glad to try to answer. If I can't, I'll get you the answer.
You guys good online? Okay.
Nice. All right, well, Squirrel, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And appreciate you coming today and appreciate the help you offered and given to us.
No problem.
Randall, number 7, I guess.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of go over, Vic put this together for the Regional Transportation Committee activities. He's gonna be taking over for me. I'm retiring, most of you guys know, at the end of this month, so Nick, if you want to go ahead and kind of go over those activities with the council.
Yeah, hello, my name is Nick Logston, and I have the honor of following in Randall's footsteps after his retirement. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody. A little bit about myself is I have a wife and 2 sons, and before KIPTA, I was a land surveyor for 17 years. But yeah, one of my first duties is to propose a schedule for fiscal year 2024. Per our bylaws, our meetings are on the 4th Thursday of the month at 1 o'clock. And our next meeting is scheduled for August 24th. And that's where we'll make the boost selections for the shift program. After we complete the shift process, I'm proposing quarterly meetings on October 22nd, January 25th, and April 25th. At the October meeting, we're scheduled to review the committee bylaws and goals. I'll also be sharing snow and ice removal priority maps from KYTC as we get ready for the winter. I'm planning to keep the committee up to date with our in-house programs, Every Commute Counts, and the Safe Streets for All grant process. I'm also interested in providing information about Section 5310 funding, which is for the mobility of seniors and persons with disability. And I'm also interested in discussing the Department of Transportation's new Equitable Transportation Community Explorer. And I'm also interested in hearing what activities the members of the committee would like to cover. So at this time, does anyone have any questions or comments about the proposed schedule or activities for the committee?
I have copies also of the committee activities as well, so.
Okay. I have a few questions about the salt. We have used cinders for years and years and years, and we decided to convert into salt on our county roads, Spencer County. And I signed up for the salt auction, and I was a little late getting in, but they're still gonna have more auctions. And someone said that it brought like 114 a ton, and that the state keeps it till you need it. I mean, can someone explain, I guess, in all surety, how all that works? Or is anyone at the table that knows how that works?
Larry, would you-
I know that it works.
Okay,
But I can't-
well, that's good.
I can put you in direct, I can put you in contact with the person that can tell you the official details of it.
Okay. But
But we
anyway,
do that, because it just makes too much sense, rather than you having to build a bigger facility or whatever.
yeah,
If you can get here in the snow, so,
well,
or replace it.
yeah, I mean, we're aiming to get a facility. I don't know what, I mean, if there's information that you could send to Spencer
will.
County about regulations as far as the drainage, you know, is there different types of salt that requires different types of,
That's
EPA
pretty important,
regulations?
because you can end up with lawsuits and everything else.
right? Yeah, well, I'd like, please send some guidance.
I'll just send that to you guys, and you send it to everyone.
And also, who would be the person in District 5 that does snow and ice removal in charge?
Well, there's not one person in particular, I'm sure.
But like from Rural County, would it be Scott Tipton or?
Probably Scott
Okay.
would be overseeing most of it. But
Do y'all have like a drawing for these buildings that you're storing the salt in if we wanted to? I'm sure y'all built them all over the state.
Or sample, you know.
They're, ours may be bigger than what you're thinking about, but generally, yeah. I'll put it over there.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and I think it'd be beneficial, you know, like Nick said, somebody come and talk to the RTC. I know I've had them in the past from somebody from District 5, talking about the different routes for snow and ice removal, which is critical in our area. Get those roads clear.
I mean, we've been having some mild winters, but that ain't gonna happen every winter.
Right, right.
I'd like to thank Judge Travis for turning us on to his cinder supplier. He quit taking them and we started taking them. So,
You're welcome. We've got a mountain. I mean, we've got a mountain. The last winters we've had, I mean, we've got enough to last 5 or 6 winters probably.
Right.
The last winters we've had, but we want to transition. And we had a supply that you had to go get them pretty regular, and it was tying up our road department folks. So we decided to go this other route. The logistics of hauling the cinders was killing us. We don't have, our trucks are under CDL, so we can't haul but so much.
Right.
Because it's hard to get CDL drivers with a, you know, a 2-ton truck or bigger truck. So, you know, we're hauling 4 or 5 ton tops, and the guys are running ragged. And we're gonna try to, what I hope to do is, I mean, I'm a farmer, use these fertilized tender beds that they'll bring 40 ton of, or not, they'll bring 20 ton of potash or something to your farm, and you pull your buggy under there and fill it up. I mean, I'm hoping to utilize some of these to haul salt on. And I'm hoping that maybe some of the farm supply over in Shelbyville will store some salt, and they'll deliver that trailer and park it different parts of my county. If snow doesn't come, we'll take it to the hoop barn and unload it. Snow comes, it'll be right there, and the little truck won't have to go back and forth. So we're thinking it'll be comparable, hopefully more efficient. So, but we'll see.
You still get cinders from the power plant there, they stuck.
We haven't gotten any, but I just talked to the plant manager. She's checking to see if we can give us more. Yeah. We're hauling from Bardstown right now. They're on
Bardstown,
Yeah, but we did the math on it. It's worth our time to haul instead of switching over to salt.
You know, I always, John, I'm always curious, you know, like, if one guy does one and the other guy does the exact opposite, what's he got figured after that? It says we kind of switch it here. I'm kind of scared a little bit, but
I'm leaning on my road foreman, knowledge and ability. That's what I'm doing. He's been with us for a long time and he's a pretty seasoned fellow, so, the claims and cinders work good for us.
yeah. But anyway, thank you all.
Yeah, and in other business, we have Elizabeth and about the Every Community Council program. She want to give an update to the council.
On the way out, she asked.
Okay.
I'm Nita Robinson. I'm with Every Community Counts. We're the ride share program. And I am the marketing outreach database and meter service administrator. So a little bit of everything. Since COVID is gone, we're starting to do more outreach and things like that. So if you have any events or any people that you think we should talk with, whether that be residents or employers, anything like that, we're very much wanting to start getting back out there. And we're down to 33 van pools, although it looks like we're going to be adding a couple more this month, possibly this month. But we just need to get, back up employees and that kind of thing. So any help we can give, we appreciate it. And if you have questions for us, please feel free to contact us at any time.
Is that a service that we could utilize during election time to get our elderly folks to the polls?
Unfortunately, it's not. It's for work related. Work needs only.
Are you having better luck of getting people to apply and work, to drive?
Frankfurt struggles. I can tell you that. Fort Knox, not a big deal. We have almost every 14. We have probably well over half of the people that will drive. There's some van pools that nobody wants to drive. Everyone wants to be a rider, but nobody wants to drive. So we kind of struggle with that. And so that's probably our biggest struggle right now, is getting people to drive.
I mean, in our community, we're having issues with like doing the, helping with meals and helping the elderly make appointments and bringing them to our community center type stuff. They just can't find anybody to drive. And I mean, we've talked, next door in the KIPTA board meeting, these programs that, provide the meals and things, and they'll pay somebody to bring your neighbor, and then you get to eat, and they just, no one wants to do anything.
Our school actually contracted UPS to deliver school meals this summer to
Really?
kids. Because they can't find drivers to do it, so they just contracted UPS.
Huh.
So we've got like 4 extra UPS routes in the county, delivering meals to our kids this summer, so.
I guess they're meals, it's like shelf type meals that you.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know when I've gone to the senior center, public transportation is a key, like you were saying, Judge, Trimble County, they were talking about it, they had some type of bus to take them just to the store, grocery store or the dollar store. So, it's a need in the rural areas.
It is, for sure.
But I appreciate what Every Community Council does and the van pool program, and I know we're starting to get back on more vans on the road. So, anybody have any other questions about that?
All right, well, thank you for that,
And then I just want to kind of just give an update on our Safe Streets for All grant. Ethan's, he's been heading that up now over in SIDS. We got a $600,000 grant to do this for our whole KIPTA region. And so we've, let's see, potential vendors we had a KIPTA staff responded to questions on June 15th on the KIPTA website. And the submission deadline is June 28th. So we'll be pretty much selecting a consultant in the next month, I believe it is, Mick, to look at doing this for us. So she can cooperate with it, so. That's gonna be a long process, probably a couple of years. Then we'll get the, hopefully go back and get the implementation grant to actually start doing improvements in our counties. That's all I have on that. But Ethan, he's been helping us in transportation as well, so. In transportation, we don't have the grant writing that SIS does, so we've been relying on them a lot too, so. But like Nick said, we'll give an update on that each month and where we're on that for the next RTC meeting. I know I ain't gonna talk about it in the board meeting as well, so. That's all I have, and then the next meeting, like Nick said, is August 24th, 1 o'clock here. It'll be hybrid again, and I appreciate the school coming and talking to the judges and the council on those rural municipal aid program.
All right, Randall, it's been good working with you the short time I've been here.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on whatever you're going to do. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Hope it's fun.
It will be. Life's too short, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So anyways,
Well, Nick, we look forward to working with you next time, August 24th. Does anyone have any other business to come before a meeting today? Not, we'll see you on August 24th. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion to adjourn. I'll second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
nice working with you guys online.
Great.